Namaskar. Today I'm going to discuss something about safety professionals, challenges, and prospects. Safety, health, and environmental concern at the place of work have been to a satisfactory extent addressed through the application of statutory requirement all over the world. With a view to address the above mentioned concern in a more effective, intensive, and comprehensive manner, the need for availability of safety professional at the place of work itself has been keenly felt by the industries in general and manufacturing industry in particular. While the developed countries have been having safety professional to achieve them on a day-to-day basis since long, the developing countries such as ours have been very slow in realizing this need. In our country, till the Factories Act was amended in 1976, we were having unit level safety professionals only in a very few multinational and progressive companies. It is essential, therefore, to have an introspection at this juncture about the challenges before the regulating agencies and the safety professionals and prospects that they had ahead for the future in the forum, and it is being discussed at the various forums. And nowadays, after 1976, when amendment also taken place in the 1987, and after that it has taken very good shape. More or less everywhere the safety professionals are available. But my concept is that we should have the safety sevak. These safety sevaks are the very essential part for the developing the safety cultures. And I would now proceed with the task assigned to me, that I have this task assigned to me by myself itself, that we have to develop the concept of the safety sevak. But before that, we have to know the challenges and the prospects of the safety professional. But construction industries, they are taking a very good step, and they are appointing the safety professionals. And if you'll see the limitation of the statutory approach, the statutory approach followed for the regulating the aspects relating to safety, health, and environment at the place of work have certain inherent limitation. It is necessary to understand these limitations by all concerned so that they would be in a position to appreciate the manner in which regulating agencies are functioning, and as to why all concerned should and could extend their cooperation for the regulating agencies. The statute that will go that as per the statutory requirement, the statutes for ensuring safety, health, and environment concern at the place of work have a standard formulated and incorporated in them. It is incumbent on all concerned to company with this statutory requirement. If we are to briefly examine as to how statutory standards are made, then we can appreciate its inherent limitations. The statutory standard relating to safety, health, and environment are made applicable to all workplaces, and it suffers certain disadvantages in that it cannot take into consideration the individual characteristics of the workplace in terms of the peculiarities, particularly for the peculiarities of the hazards and optimum level of the safeguard required. If the statutes have these approach, then the statutory requirement would become a compilation of the safety manuals of individual units. The compilation of the safety manuals, yes, that is very true. If you'll go in a practical manner, that what the most of the safety professional what they are doing, they are making manuals, they are developing various documents, and indicating that, sir, so much pamphlet we have distributed, so much poster we have displayed, and so much guideline we have given to the agencies, and I'm believing the safety will be implemented. No, 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 no. We have to think about the safety implementation with the practical approach, and for this practical approach the appointment of the safety sevak will be very much helpful in these aspects. And if but as I'm saying that appointment of the safety sevak is a concept, it is not the statutory requirement. If you go in any guideline like that, the for the manufacturing unit and for this construction site, nowhere it is being told that we have to appoint the safety sevak. But nowadays it is taking shape, and the safety officers appointment, it has been very clearly mentioned in the Factories Act 1948. You will see the section 40B that describe, and then subsequently the states and the other agencies are preparing the rules based on the Factories Act. And Building and the Construction Act also implemented. It is also requiring the safety officer and various qualification they are demanding. But appointment of the safety sevak, when for my whole what I am discussing the prospects and the challenges, it is keeping in mind the safety sevak appointment. Safety sevak appointment is a thought, it's a concept, and it will be very much helpful to implement your safety requirement in true manner. But as I told you, today we are discussing the challenges and the prospects. So next is that therefore all concerned could appreciate these limitations. Further, non-compliance with the statutory standards and entails punishment. Principle of the natural justice demand that the person who creates the risk at the place of work could be punished only if that person does not provide certain level of the safeguards which is otherwise understood as the reasonably practical level. The statutory level of the safeguard are the determined based on the hazard potential that could result in the bodily injury or could result in the environmental degradation, etc. In other words, the state is justified in the punishing person who are vigorously responsible if reasonably practical standard of the safeguard are not met, and on account of lack of such safeguard, bodily injury or other undesirable effects occur as the outcome. Hence, I must hasten to clarify that the injury to health is also included in the bodily injury, whereas the statutory professionals, or you can say statutory professional, I should say, as per the section 40B of the Factories Act 1948, it's a become the statutory requirement. No, once you are fulfilling the minimum requirement as stipulated in the various act and rules, then safety professional are to aim to optimum level of the safeguard at the unit level, even though the regulating agency have been told to change their mindset as enforcer to law and of the land in view of the fact that safety related legislation are not to be enforced just like criminal law. That has to be clearly understood. Various law regulations are being implemented by the state government and the central government, but safety is such a business where your हार्ट इज रिक्वायर्ड। वो बोलते हैं ना, दिल से काम करना, दिल से लगना पड़ता है। आप इसको इस तरह से समझिए कि सेफ्टी एक ऐसा प्रोफेशन है, हाँ, कि आपको अपना इसमें दिल लगाना पड़ता है, आई शुड से दैट वे, तब आप दूसरे के दिल से आप जुड़ सकते हैं। तो अभी जो दैट अभी तो मैं अभी यही डिस्कस कर रहा हूँ, दैट चैलेंजेस एंड द प्रोस्पेक्ट्स। बट मैं बार बार जो एक टर्म्स यूज़ कर रहा हूँ, सेफ्टी सेवक्स, ये एक कॉन्सेप्ट है, इसको समझना पड़े। कोई बहुत बहुत स्पेशल चीज़ नहीं है। बस मेरा इसमें कहना, व्हाट आई वांट टू टेल हियर, that you have to think to appoint a dedicated person who has to be responsible to implement the safety requirement in the true sense. That is the clear, मतलब जिसको बोलते हैं दिल से लगना, और दिल से तभी लगेगा जब वो दिल से इस प्रोफेशन में आएगा। तो सेफ्टी ऑफिसर्स और बहुत से है, मैं इट्स नॉट रिक्वायर्ड टू टेक द नेम ऑफ दोज कंपनीज, बट a lot of area the safety professional are being chosen by the management, and they are being put on the job because they are not fit in that certain area, and they are being declared as a safety professional. So वो दिल से कैसे करेगा काम, जब उसका दिल जहाँ से उसको इधर उठा के लाया गया वहाँ पे तो दिल नहीं लग रहा, तो यहाँ कैसे लगेगा उसको। वो ये सोच के उसको, जब यू आर see that somebody is not performing the task in that particular zone, and you are bringing and taking out and putting in this zone where the मैं ऐसे दैट यू हैव टू अंडरस्टूड, दिल से नहीं लगेगा तो सेफ्टी इम्प्लीमेंटेशन जो है, इट इज़ नॉट द टास्क to see the book and prepare the manual and show that ki so much manual, so much guidelines, so much things we have thrown in the field, and it has to be implemented by the various agencies. No, we have to be supportive to those agencies for the implementation, and for that purpose the safety sevaks are required. Right, sir? So even though the regulating agency have been told to change their mindset as enforcer of law of the land in view of the fact that safety related legislation are not to be enforced just like criminal. I have repeated this line again to give the emphasis on कि it should not be think that safety professional required as per the statutory requirement we have appointed and we have to be happy, okay, we are having the safety. No, if you have appointed them, give the freedom to implement the safety system. That I want. Yet they owe their allegiances to the law, and it is expected of them to insist on compliance. If compliance is not there, they can be even pulled up by the courts of law. Further statutory approach in the certain situations recognize and seeks to punish person responsible for the underlying conditions to exist or leading to the injury. The shining example in section 14 of the Factories Act, this is the approach adopted in radiation safety and dealing with case involving over speeding as an offense, etc. So in the my next talk I will discuss the role of the safety professionals. Today I have tried my level best to discuss with you, and some write-ups were there that I was by listening you can understood I was reading only, and but in between I am giving the thoughts. These challenges will be there, always challenges will be there. Without challenge you can't achieve the goal. And the prospects, when for this in the my next video I will discuss with you about the role of safety professional. And when I will discuss the role of the safety professional, here I have discussed the statutory requirement and what are the hindrances, what are the limitations, and the act which has been passed in the it is being called as a Factories Act 1948. It is amended also in 1976, 1987, and it is needless to discuss about the Bhopal tragedy here. Everybody is aware about that. But these amendments has done long back. But this is 2021, sir. You're working something, you're calling somebody, you're appointing somebody to do some task, and you have to think about that. The person who is going to perform the task in the field, he has to be safe, and it is the responsibility of everybody. So I am saying again I am using the word safety sevak. Everybody has to safety sevak, but you have to choose somebody. I should say choose somebody. He has to work as a safety sevak under the guidance of the safety professionals who are appointed under the statutory requirement. That with this one separate slide I will prepare on the safety sevak role and responsibility. In the next slide I will discuss the role of the safety professional. After that I will discuss in detail about the safety, what will be the benefit of the safety sevak. Thank you, my dear friends, for your listening you me, that you are liking my videos and what I am discussing with you, and I am getting the response also, and hoping that your and my relation will be the same and it will continue. But before that I will request you, don't forget to wear the mask and wash your hand. Thank you.